Yo, what's up guys? Steve with Scotch and Things. This video, excuse me, is for Rick. I think he's been after me for over a year, and I think I've kind of touched on it before, but this is five knives I'd never sell. Okay, maybe my 5 favorite knives, most sentimental knives, just 5 knives I would never sell. We're going to cheat first because I said 5, but it's kind of 6. This is kind of like a matched set. Right after my father passed away, or right before I purchased, right before he passed away, I bought that Reeve Damascus, and then right after my mother passed away, I bought this box elder. This is the Macassar ebony ladder Damascus, and this is the box elder with the raindrop Damascus. I love both of these knives. You can see the wear on the Damascus. They do get carried and used. This one's tip is a little bungled up. And then I do carry them in sheaths too, because I don't want to. I bought these sheaths from Northwoods Leatherworks. Anyway, so that's one. I'm counting these as one. It's kind of a set. It's kind of cheating, but hey, it's my 5, so I get a cheat. And honestly, and then this one, my daughter has kind of confiscated. So really, it's, excuse me, it's kind of hers now. So I just get to hang on. I just get to look at it from time to time, and she doesn't. She'll carry it. It's kind of like an emotional support knife, right? She knew why I bought it and just kind of fell in love with it because it is such a beautiful knife. So there are those two. So Reeve. This is 2, but it's 1, so I'm cheating, but there you go. And then we'll go through with the Norseman. This is a knife. This is my first Norseman ever. Carry it a lot, use it a lot, love it. Number 4710. Just a great knife. And this is one of those knives that, God, I've had this knife for 3 years now, 4 years now. But I remember when I first saw the first video, and I think I've talked about this, it was I believe it was, God, there's gunk on the blade, Nick Shabazz video. And when I saw this knife, it's just one of those knives that just spoke to me, and I thought, someday, and you say that, but you're like, someday I'm gonna get one of those. And when I first, was finally in the position to afford a knife like this, and there was one available on the site. I was looking for used ones, and this was there, and I just fell in love with it. And it was probably the longest 10 days I think it took to get to me. A little loose. I don't think I have a T9 on me. Sorry, we'll do a little bit of knife maintenance while I'm down here. Is there a Grimsmo box? There is a Grimsmo box. So yeah, sorry, I'm just kind of rambling, but that's what I do best. Just kind of one of those knives that I never, you aspire to, and you never think you're gonna get one, and then you do. Perfect. Yeah, and it's just one I'll never let go. So, like I said, these are my 5 favorite, 5 never get rid of knives. So yeah, the Grimsmo Norseman, specifically this Norseman, it won't go anywhere, and it's going to get carried and used for, as long as I can carry and use knives. So there's that one. We'll talk about the Rask is another one. This wasn't one, like I said, when I saw it, I thought it was cool looking. This was I've had 1, 2, 3, I've had 4 or 5 Rasks now. Let me, actually 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, I've had like 5 Rasks. I've got 3 now. And you guys, if you watch my videos or anything like that, you know I'm a sentimental guy. I attach dates and meaning to objects for no reason other than to make myself feel good. Well, when I bought this knife, I got it and bought it on a whim just because it was available on the site last year. And when it got to me, it had some major, I wouldn't say major issues, but it just wouldn't lock open. Like, I was like, what the hell is going on? So I'm in my job trailer fiddling and taking it apart, and the date, Grimsmo's attention to detail is, other than being just, the Rask is just a fantastic EDC knife, and I use this thing all the time. Tips gone on it. I carry this one a lot. I'd taken it apart like 2 or 3 times. I couldn't understand why it wasn't locking open. And finally, I was just frustrated. I'm like, God, I'm sending it back. And then as I have it apart, I see the date. It's my mother's birthday. And I just kind of lost it. And yeah, this is one of my favorite. This is a sentimental, never go anywhere knife. Use it, I love it, carry it, and it makes me feel good having it on me. So yeah, there is that. So Grimsmo Rask. If you want to know the number on that one, it's 1654. Okie doke. Next up, this is another one of those knives that my Strider XL double gunner grip Yeti. This is another one of those knives, and I've got 2 of them. I've had 3, but this one specifically, just I love them both. But if I had to pick just one that I could keep forever, it's just this one. I remember the first time I saw one of these, I was blown away. And Striders at the time were a lot like the Norseman. They were something I looked at and I oogled, videos of and pictures of, never thinking I'd ever get one, right? And then, I fell down the Strider hole. But to get a mixed Strider custom, especially this one, just you see pictures of them and they're just such beautiful, cool knives. And this one, I love how it feels in my hand. Like I said, it gets carried. The tips kind of, you can tell the tips. Yeah, I'm not stabbing myself here. Tips blunted on this one. It gets carried. It gets used. It's well loved. And at the end of the day, like if I had to start selling knives, this is one that wouldn't go anywhere. Excuse me, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. So yeah, just another one that's just seeing it in pictures for the first time, and then finally getting into, and it probably needs a sharpening. That's how much the tanto part's been used. Yeah, just seeing it and then finally getting it in hand for the first time was it's just one of those moments where you're like, and it's kind of like a proud moment, right? It's those knives you don't think you're ever going to obtain, or you can't financially obtain, and you work hard, and it means a lot when you can get something that you've looked at for years and thought, I'll never have that, or I can't afford that, or, it just shows working hard pays off, and stick with it. So there, Strider XL. All right. Next one, it's tough. All right, it's kind of like these two are a match set. I can't pick one yet. I need your guys' help. My performance, my old school performance is upstairs. Actually, it was out in the truck because I just carried it. So there's my recurve. There's that SMF. There's this SMF. It would be a Strider SMF. I'm just having a hard time picking out which one. I'm going to do a video with all my Strider SMFs so you can see them. But, it depends on my mood. It depends, there's been, is it my double gunner grip? Is it my, one of my 2 customs? Is it the copper one? Is it the old school recurve? Is it my MSN? The list goes on and on. So I don't know which SMF it would be, but it would be an SMF. They're just, again, one of those knives that when you have them in hand, you get it. So the 5 knives, I'm having a hard time picking which SMF. So just insert SMF here, depending on my mood. But here are the 5 knives that would be the last to leave my collection. Reeve, the Damascus inlaid for my parents. The Rask with my mom's birthday. My first Norseman. My custom Yeti. And a SMF. Be it this one, be it the Performance. Like I said, be it double gunner. I mean, a SMF. I would have a hard time narrowing it down. I might do a video where I try and narrow down my favorite SMF. So that's what I got. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks, Rick, for hounding me for over a year now. And like I said, I kind of skated around the topic last year, but I thought, you know what, I'm gonna finally I'm gonna narrow it down. What are 5 that are never going anywhere? And obviously the SMF situation would be a lot harder to narrow down just picking one. So that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.